Hi, this is Katie. Today I just hit a bag of, can you guess? Popcorners, chips. Did you even hear that? Okay, what? Today, I'm going to start a new segment that I'm gonna call Katie Explains. Maybe. If you have a better name, let me know in the comments, but for right now, it's called Katie Explains. And I'm just gonna talk about things, but like specific things that like bother me, or that I don't understand, or that I have certain opinions about, whether they're good or bad or different. So today is the first day, and I'm going to be talking about, there are a lot of people walking by. That's not what I'm talking about. So today, on the first episode of Katie Explains, I'm going to talk about I am going to talk about a Shakespeare play. My boyfriend and I went to a play last night in Brooklyn, an off-Broadway play called Pericles by Shakespeare. And if you know who this is without me telling you, because I'm going to tell you in about 8 seconds, we're best friends. Right now, we're best friends. I want to hold your hand and skip down the street. So a few weeks ago, I found out that this guy was in a play, and I was like, hey, boyfriend, we need to go see that play. And he was like, yup, and so we went. This is the ice truck killer from the first season of Dexter. Christian Camargo, I think. And I'm obsessed with Dexter. It's like my favorite TV show. So when I found out that he was in a play in Brooklyn, we needed to go see it. So we went and see it. Yep. So we went and saw it. And it was amazing. And he was great. And he was like 8 feet away from us. And like, oh, so weird. It was so weird to see him do Shakespeare when like in my head, he like kills people. So I think during intermission, or maybe it was right after the play, my boyfriend was like, you know what would be a funny video? You trying to explain this play. And I'm like, you know what? I don't understand Shakespeare at all, so that might be a good idea for a video. So I'm going to try to explain to you Pericles in this video. So Pericles started out with like 8 or 9 guys dressed in like Aladdin robe things playing instruments. And I was like, all right, I can dig this. This is cool. And then like some other guy came out, and then the ice truck killer came out and like just like walked around, and I was like freaking out. And then that was it, and then he left. And then, are you guys really excited about this explanation? So there was this like woman, she was probably a girl, she was probably a teenager, it's Shakespeare, so she was probably young, that Pericles like wanted to marry. But Pericles found out that like there was like some incest stuff going on with her and her dad, and the dad was like, oh crap, Pericles found out. So he tried to get Pericles killed, and like either he tried to kill him by sending him on a boat, or he tried to kill him so Pericles ran away and ran on a boat, and then the boat like got shipwrecked or something, and then Pericles ended up on some other island or some other land, and then he found some other girl, and then like tried to marry her, but he had to like compete with these other guys, and they had like these horses, and then they had this like other big thing with the ship. And then, so he ended up winning. So he won. So he got to marry this princess woman. But then he became a king, which I don't understand how that works, because if you marry a princess, aren't you a prince? But he became a king, because I think he was also a prince. I think he was a prince in his own land. So then he became a king and married this blonde girl. And then the blonde girl got pregnant, and then they went on another boat. There were a lot of boats. And it was cool because there were like ropes hanging from the ceiling, and people were like swinging from them and stuff. Anyway, so they were on a boat again, and the wife gave birth to the baby, but then then she died. So it was like, oh crap, that sucks. So then Pericles was devastated because his wife just died, but then there was a little baby. So they put the wife in a coffin, and then they like opened up the floor and they shoved the coffin in the floor, meaning like they shoved it off the boat. So then he gave the baby away to some people. I don't know who the people were, but he gave the baby away because he's like, I can't take care of a baby. I'm a man. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a king prince. I don't know. So give the baby away to these people. But then the coffin with the wife in it washed up on some other shore just like a few hours later in Shakespeare time. And those people found the woman, and they're like, she's not dead. And they like gave her the, what's that? Not the Heimlich. The thing, when you breathe in the mouth and you do this, not this when you're talking, because that's just annoying, but the thing, the breathing and the thing. And then she just woke up. Like she got shoved into a coffin, shoved in the sea for like 7 hours, but then she just woke up. So she's like, where's my Pericles? Where's my Pericles? Where's my Pericles? Where's my Pericles? And everybody's like, I don't know, lady. So then they made her like, she just kind of disappeared the rest of the play. And then then it was intermission. I think that's how that worked. So then intermission happened and we were like, whoa. So then intermission came back and it was 16 years later. So Pericles had long gray hair and the little baby, whose name was Marina because she was born on a boat, she was 16. Then the rest of the story was kind of about Marina. And then Marina, okay. So then the people who adopted Marina, the mom lady wanted to kill her. And I don't really remember why. Maybe she was jealous or something. I don't know, but she wanted to kill her. So she sent this like boy man to kill her. But then instead she got kidnapped by some other people into like this brothel. So then she was like, no, I'm only 16. No. And she was very like, no, like I will pray. There's so many people. I'm getting so distracted. And then the brothel people were like, no, you're in our brothel now. And then they had her first like customer who was like a prince. There's a lot of princes in this story. So he was a prince, but she was able to like talk him out of trying to do the stuff with her. So she was like, no, you're better than this, you're better than this. And he's like, you know what, you're right, here's some gold. And then she somehow was able to like get out of the brothel by like teaching singing or something, I think. I don't know. And then that prince guy came back and they ended up getting married, but that's later. So the prince guy was like all nice and stuff and he was wearing like a green dress. And then so then it jumped to Pericles and Pericles was all sad still because I guess rumor got back to him that the daughter died because since she got kidnapped, that whole like adopted family was just like, oh, she died. But she really got kidnapped. So I think he was like devastated, like, oh, his wife died and then now his kid died and everybody's dead. But they're really not dead, but he didn't know. And so it like switches to him and he's all sad. But then somehow they bring Marina to him to like cheer him up, but nobody knows that that's his daughter. They just brought her to him because like she was nice. And I don't know. So then they started talking and found out that that was like his daughter and they hugged. He seems like a really good hugger. The ice truck killer, he like grabbed the girl like behind her neck and like just seemed like a really nice hugger. But anyway, so then they hugged and they were super excited that like she was excited that she found her dad and he was excited that his daughter's not dead. And then later they go somewhere to like a church, I think. And then I don't remember why. Because then I literally leaned over to my boyfriend. I'm like, where the heck is the mom? Because like she's not dead. And she ended up like working in the church. So then like when Pericles started talking, she was like, oh, is that my lord? And then like she came down, like took her thing off, her veil off. And then she's like, my lord. And then Pericles was like, whoa, I got my daughter and my wife. And then Marina got married to the other prince guy. And then it was over. And then Marina and I made very long eye contact. And I didn't know what to do about it. I'm like, are we best friends now? Like, do we exchange numbers after the play? Like, what is happening? Do you want my boyfriend? Because he's mine. So no, I didn't know what was happening, but it was an interaction that I had. But that was it. And then went home. So that was play. It was good. And the ice truck killer sang at one point, which was cool. And I got to watch him fight with the horses. And there was some dancing, and I think that's it. And then that's all that was. This was not a funny video. I thought it was going to be funny because I think that I thought I wasn't going to remember as much as I did, but then I remembered a lot of it. That kind of sucks. Does this video suck? Maybe. Huh. Well, I guess I'm gonna go. I'm at one of my boyfriend's shows. He's sound checking, but I guess I'm just gonna go back inside now. And yeah. Yep. This was, yeah. That wasn't funny at all. I thought it was gonna be funny and then it wasn't. So I'm sorry. I'm just gonna go. I'm sorry. You could just X out of the video now. Just X out. Subscribe first, but then just get out of the video, please. Please. Ooh, little dog. This big. So if you like this video, or if you like the idea of doing like Katie explains things, give this video a thumbs up so I know, and also let me know in the comments what you'd like me to talk about. Because that's your job as my friends, is to help me with my channel. And that is it. That's it. Don't forget to subscribe. Please subscribe. please. And I love you, and Jesus loves you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.